Today we're going to look at the real-world performance differences between the brand new 16-inch M3 Max 16-core, 40-core, 64 gigabytes of RAM. This guy right here, yeah, this is a spec'd out brand new MacBook Pro 16-inch, and it costs a pretty penny. Versus my original MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. This is the first Touch Bar version, I believe. This one is the Intel based, obviously, and I've used this for about 6 years now. So this thing has served me well. And I just wanted to see with a video that I just edited, the first video that I edited on the brand new machine, I wanted to see the differences because I noticed a major difference during the editing process. I noticed that this thing was absolutely flawless. But I just really wanted to see, hey, how good is this old computer compared to the brand new machine? And so what I did was I set these up on my desk, the same exact edit that I edited the whole thing on the new machine. I just basically airdropped it over to this machine, and then I connected the same SD card readers and stuff like that. So basically the machines were set up exactly the same. And right from the get-go, I will say I am very surprised about something. All right, let's look at the MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play here at the beginning and let it just play through, and we'll see if it starts to drop frames, if it starts to skip and do all that kind of thing. I'm actually really impressed with how well it's playing. Oh, and there's our first skipping and drop frames. So just when the going got tough, it started dropping frames. And this is what I'm talking about with this MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. It is hit or miss. As you can see now, I'm hitting the space bar to try to stop the playhead from playing, and it, for some reason, wants to keep playing. You can see I'm hitting that up and down arrow again, trying to go ahead and skip through each piece of footage, and it's just not doing it. It is completely frozen there. That playhead won't even move. It's just stuck. And there it seems that it finally caught up with itself and wants to kind of cooperate a little bit. A little bit. Now, also with this machine, of course, you get really loud fans. Totally skipping. Okay, so what I'll normally do in this case is give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll hit the space bar to stop it, let it kind of regroup, and it automatically played on its own. Still skipping. I'll hit the space bar again to stop it. It just automatically played again. I'll hit the space bar again. Stop. Okay. I'm going to try to let it regroup. You can hear the fans spinning up here. The fans are loud. Okay. Play. You know, a little bit laggy, but not bad. I'm actually really surprised right now. Skipping, dropping frames. We are at full resolution there. This is 4K, 24p. Okay, let's move over to the new machine now. I'm gonna go ahead and show you something. I'm gonna open Premiere, and we're gonna see just how fast this machine opens Premiere. Opening, and there it is, it's done. Just a few seconds. Okay, on this new machine, right off the bat, we can see that it is playing flawlessly. We are at full resolution, 0 drop frames, 0 freezing, but the other machine did that too. Now I'm gonna go ahead and scrub through some of the more difficult sections here where we have multiple layers and different color and stuff like that. You can see the scrubbing is perfect. This is full resolution. This is no fan noise. And let's play it, and we can see that it is playing perfectly fine. No freezes, no skips, no drop frames. All right, we'll scrub through again, and you can see it is scrubbing through just fine. It's not skipping any frames. It's not freezing. It's not forgetting anything and having to catch up. It is just working. And playing through again, we can see 0 drop frames, playing perfectly smooth, all at full resolution. Now let's go ahead and hit that up and down key and try to scrub quickly through these clips on the timeline. You can see it's just working perfectly. It's not sitting there having to catch up with itself. It is just working. And finally, we come to a section here where I have some Gaussian blur that it's got to chew through right there. and you can see the new machine is just flawless. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It really helps the video and the channel. So after all of this playing and scrubbing through and skipping through each little clip here, is the fan kicked on?
There's just no.
Do we hear a fan spinning up? I don't. This machine can handle this stuff with no problem.
It's like it's not even having to work that hard to do this.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and export this edit on this new machine here. And my normal preset here is just match source adaptive medium bitrate. So we'll do that for both machines. Now I'm going to export it to this hard drive right here. The whole video is 8 minutes and 45 seconds. All right, so hopefully you can see the time up there. We're gonna go ahead and hit export. See how long it takes. Okay, we just passed 92% there, and we are now still at 3:45 p.m. So we're about finished there. 99, 100, 3:45. You can see how quick that was. It just turned 3:46. So approximately 2.5 minutes-ish, which is what I got the first time I exported this. Very consistent. Let's go ahead and check what the older machine does. Okay, here on the MacBook Pro with Touch Bar, the old machine, you can see the settings are the same. We're exporting to the same place on the same SSD. We have the same preset there, match source, adaptive medium bitrate. Same exact edit, 8 minutes, 45 seconds long. And right now it is about 3:53 p.m. So here we go, export. Okay, so let's look at the time, still 3:53 there. And this is saying 5 minutes. Huh. All right, we're at 64% and the time is now 3:59. So it's been, I don't know, 6 minutes-ish. All right, here we are, just about to finish up. We're at 95% and the time is 4:02. 100%, almost. There we go. 4:03 p.m. Okay, so yet again, another surprising result. I thought it would be a lot slower than that, but we are just about 10 minutes. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say 9.5 minutes. So roughly 2.5 minutes versus 9.5 minutes. If we divide that out, it looks like the new machine is roughly 3.8 times faster. It is definitely a quirky machine. I've used it for 6 years though, and I've produced some pretty good videos with it, so I've made it work. But I didn't want to just stick to that same scenario here and just kind of sort of jump through certain hoops to make it work. I wanted it to just work. When I hit the space bar, I want it to play. When I'm scrubbing through footage, I want it to scrub. When I am playing in full resolution, by the way, I want to be able to see it play smoothly. This machine does all that. And I've only done one edit, and the test, of course, today, which was with that same edit. But this machine is flawless. The fans don't even spin up. It's silent. One last big thing here. I didn't even realize, I just wasn't paying attention, that this old MacBook Pro with Touch Bar is no longer getting the operating system upgrades that the current machines are getting. For example, this one is on macOS 14. Whereas this is on macOS 12.7. So we are not even at 13 on this. We're stuck down in 12, and I believe that's where it's gonna sit. I don't think Apple is supporting the new operating systems on these older machines, and they're not that old, but still, that right there, I didn't know until I opened up, I think Photoshop, and Photoshop told me the current operating system version wasn't gonna be supported in future Photoshop versions. And so I kind of knew, like, hey, that's probably most likely going to be the case with every single app I use, whether it be Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, or what have you. All of those are going to be moving on to newer and better operating systems, the current operating system for the time, whereas this one is just going to be stuck in the past. That right there to me was a major, major influence. Not the greatest situation. I really wish they would be still pushing the newer operating systems to these older machines, but it is what it is. And you know what? Not only is that an issue, but the performance is an issue. And so with those things stacked on top of each other. It just was like a no-brainer. I had to go out and get this latest and greatest machine. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing some of the differences, the performance, real-world performance differences as I scrub through and play this video edit. It was pretty interesting to me. I was actually pretty surprised at how well the old machine was handling it, though the fans were unbelievably loud, the machine was hot, and there was a lot of skipping and chugging along that I just can't stand. So no questions asked, the upgrade was absolutely needed. But if you only had this and you had to make it work, you could still do it. I could still make this work. I don't know for how long, but for now, I could still make this work. The difference between the two is night and day. So far. One edit down, reviewed a lot of videos on YouTube, but so far, it's been flawless. All right, guys, I am Jimmy for the General Expert channel here on YouTube, signing out.